Hey Sagittarius, this read is for you guys. So let's see what the universe has in store for you today. Alrighty, so universe, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? You got some guidance, some advice. Oh, she sure does. So let's see what she's got for you guys. So we have fertility, foundation and achievements, material harvest, balance, and suffering in silence. So I feel change. I feel change. I feel growth. I feel like this is what's going to bring the balance back into your life. I feel like it ties into this material harvest. The foundation and achievements I really feel ties into the home life and happiness as well. I feel like you're growing a new future. To me, suffering in silence represents that it has not been easy. I have spiritual union. I have the solar plexus chakra, which speaks to your self-esteem and self-empowerment. I have choose wisely, firm foundation, and harmony. So I feel like through this struggle, I almost feel like you take a lot of it on yourself, possibly not opening up to your partner about how you feel about maybe the stress that this is putting on you, because everything's a process, right? We got to work for the type of life that we want, and sometimes it does add stress into our lives. I feel like that choose wisely card is tying into the suffering in silence and choosing to let your partner in. Because I feel like this is a good partner that you have with the spiritual union and harmony. I feel like this is someone who can support you, and that's where you're going to get that growth of self-esteem. I feel like it's just going to be empowering. I have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands speaks to me of conflict and inner conflict. I don't feel like this is outer conflict that you're having with somebody. I feel like this is within you. I have the Seven of Swords, which represents a situation which you feel is unfair. I feel like it's tying into setting this solid foundation for the future. I feel like maybe there's been some setbacks. I have the Queen of Cups. I feel like she's speaking to you. One of the qualities that go with the Queen of Cups when she's representing a person is sometimes internalizing things a lot. I feel like that's what you're doing with that suffering in silence and with the chakra card as well. Instead of leaning on your partner for support, you're sort of taking it all in, taking it all on yourself. And I feel like by doing that, by internalizing it, it's almost like you feel like it's all your fault. You feel like you're coming up short. You feel like there's something wrong with you, which is not the case. What you're going through is difficult. And it takes patience, and it takes hard work. And I feel like you have a very understanding partner, and opening up to them is where you're going to find this support, this emotional support, which I feel like you need. I have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles represents an abundant harvest, not just the abundance of the harvest, but of the work that you put in to be able to attain that abundant harvest. And I feel like that's what you've been doing in trying to build this future. I have the Three of Wands, which represents positive forward progress, overcoming obstacles while still keeping your eye on the goal. So I feel like you're still plugging away at it. The universe is encouraging you to keep going in the direction that you are, because it will bring you success. I definitely feel like you had some setbacks along the way. I have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords represents it represents a disappointing ending, but one that was beneficial for you in the long run. I feel like it's tying into the Seven of Swords. It was something that you felt was unfair, and it's something that you're still wrestling with the emotions from. I have the 5 of Cups, which represents feeling stuck in negative emotions sometimes, loss or confusion, so much so that you're having trouble seeing positive opportunities around you. And I feel like it's definitely tied into that suffering and silence and internalizing things as well. But I see positivity coming your way by plugging forward, because I have the Knight of Cups, which represents an emotional victory. And I feel it tied in with the Knight of Pentacles that represents something you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. I feel like it's tied into that material harvest. I think you're about to see a payoff. I also have the 9 of Pentacles, which represents happiness and abundance. So I feel like when this financial win comes in, I feel like this is going to help you with the emotional side of things as well, and being able to let go of this unfair, disappointing ending. I have the 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords represents choice and trouble choosing, trouble finding clarity in a situation. I feel like it's speaking. To continuing on your path. I feel like maybe you're almost feeling like stopping short. I have the 5 of Swords, which represents short won victories. So I think you might even be considering deviating from this path that you've been working on for so long to do something, I don't want to say easier, but it's not a path that takes as long to earn the financial rewards for, but I also feel like the financial reward is not as great, as it does not give you what you're actually wanting and what you've been working towards for so long. I feel like you put in so much time and effort already, that to quit now would be doing a disservice to yourself. I have the Hermit card. The Hermit card represents taking time for reflection and introspection. I think this ties in with the Choose Wisely card and the 2 of Swords, and being able to look at your situation from a different perspective, and to see that you are on the right path and to keep moving forward. I do have the 6 of Wands, which represents triumph over obstacles. Like I'm seeing card after card that is showing me that success is coming your way. The Justice card represents even balance, bringing things back into balance in your life. And like I said, I think when this win comes in, it's not just the money that's going to help ease burdens, but I think just being able to see that what you've been working towards, it's finally starting to pay off. I think being able to have that realization is going to bring that self-confidence. It's going to bring that assurance that you were doing the right thing and you were on the right path. And the High Priestess here speaks of trusting your intuition, that you're doing the right thing. I see swift change. I have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands represents change coming very quickly in your life, and positive change as well. I have it next to the 9 of Cups, which it represents abundance, and Cups represents emotions. So this is happiness that's coming your way. This is confidence as well. I see the word confidence when I look at him, and success. I have the 2 of Cups, which represents relationship. So your relationship with your partner, I feel like this is going to improve your home life as well, because I think that this has sort of shook you a bit emotionally. I feel like it has had an impact with you and your partner and your home life. It's disrupted the harmony in your home life because of your own feelings. I have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands to me is speaking of passion, ambition, being driven. I think it's going to bring a passion back into your romance, because it's going to change your mindset and your emotional state as well. I think it's going to have ripple effects throughout your life. I have the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is where you're at right now. You're feeling overwhelmed and overburdened. I think that's also what's causing that self-doubt. I have the Four of Swords, and he represents taking time for self-care, reflection as well. I feel like he's speaking to the same thing as the Hermit, and taking time to reflect on your situation and to pull emotion out of it, and to look at it from a purely logical point of view, and being very analytical about it, because I have the King of Swords here, and these are the qualities that go along with him. I think that's where you're going to find clarity. I think your clarity, being able to look at things logically, is going to bring a type of clarity that's going to back up your intuition, that is confirming that you are on the right path. I have the Page of Wands, which represents good news on the way. So I feel like it's just around the corner. Yeah, Page of Pentacles represents good news on the way and of a financial nature. I have the Hanging Man, which speaks to your capability of success. The only thing that could possibly hold you back is you. And I feel like it's tying into this Five of Swords and giving in prematurely, and not following through to the end of your goal. I have the Six of Swords, which represents moving from a stormier time to a calmer one in your life. So I feel like the cards are encouraging you to keep moving forward. Success is just around the bend, and it's going to make one heck of a difference in your life. I have Trapped in Fear, material and spiritual prosperity, and light. So that Trapped in Fear, again, to me, that ties into sort of where you're at right now. Fear, doubt, that your plan is not going to work. It's been going on for a while. You may have had some setbacks that are also shaking your confidence as well. But trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, taking time to step back and look at things from a different perspective is going to bring the clarity that the light card suggests. And from what I can see in tarot, this material and spiritual prosperity is just around the corner. Your financial win is coming. You just have to hang on and keep going the course, because you are headed in the right direction. Alrighty guys, that's what the cards said to me. I hope that you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment if it resonated with you. I would love to hear about it. Feel free to like or subscribe if you're not already part of our community. We would love to have you here at Tarot Harmony. Take care.